Hello, and welcome to today's explainer. Look, if you're a professional in the aerospace manufacturing sector, you already know that managing compliance documentation can be a massive, persistent headache. You want to be focusing on engineering incredible products, right? Not staring at a blinking cursor trying to draft a compliant quality manual from scratch. Well, today we're going to look at a highly specific targeted solution. We are doing a deep dive into the Bizmanualz Design Development Procedure AS9100 product, specifically the AQP1100 template. This explainer is going to show you exactly how this pre-built, ready-to-use document is designed to completely solve those documentation headaches once and for all. So let me ask you a direct question right off the bat. Are you an aerospace organization actively seeking to establish, upgrade, or maybe just maintain your AS9100D certification? Because if you are, you know the paperwork is at least half the battle. The thought of writing exhaustive, compliant procedures from scratch is pretty daunting, and frankly, it's a huge drain on your highly skilled engineering resources. Time is money, and spending weeks drafting procedures is definitely not how you want to be spending either. You need a fast, reliable way to document your processes so you can get back to developing those high-quality aerospace products. Before we get into the actual product itself, let's quickly align on what we're solving for here. AS9100D is an incredibly stringent, universally recognized quality management system standard, developed specifically for the aerospace industry, and it demands rigorous documentation. That is exactly what this Bizmanualz product provides. You aren't just getting some rough outline here. You're getting a 20-page, 3,281-word manual that's precision-engineered to be the absolute key to unlocking that specific compliance. It's a comprehensive document that outlines the entire design and development process for aerospace products, and it's completely ready for you to adapt. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. First, the AS9100 compliance solution. Second, we'll look inside the manual. Third, built to save time. And finally, get your procedure today. Kicking things off with Section 1, the AS9100 Compliance Solution, streamlining aerospace design and development. In the aerospace life cycle, you absolutely cannot wait until you hit the manufacturing floor to start thinking about quality. Inherent qualities can't just be manufactured or inspected in later down the line. They require you to design in quality. By using this template, you establish really solid, adequate advanced quality planning. This streamlines your design processes, dramatically reduces expensive rework, improves your overall product quality, and maybe most importantly, it provides the documented proof you need to actually demonstrate AS9100-D compliance to auditors. Moving right along to Section 2, inside the manual. We'll be looking at procedures, forms, and responsibilities. Now, what's really interesting about this is exactly what you get inside the document. It is incredibly reassuring to see the complete, thorough list of ready-to-use procedures included in this manual. You're getting detailed instructions for aerospace design inputs, the core AS9100 design and development process itself, aerospace design and development review, design verification, validation, and testing, and AS9100 project assessment. It literally covers the entire life cycle of a design project, making sure absolutely nothing falls through the cracks during development. But you and I both know an auditor doesn't just want to see your procedures. They want to see the hard proof that you're actually following them. That's why the manual also includes the precise pre-built forms your team needs. You get templates for aerospace design input records, design and development review records like your checklists and meeting minutes, design verification and validation records, including product test templates, records for lost or damaged customer property, and a great structure for your product design and development file. These checklists and logs are already built for you. You literally just have to fill them out. Let's see how this helps build out your internal organization, because a manual doesn't just tell you what to do, it defines exactly who is responsible. That spares you from those endless, painful office debates over whose job the paperwork actually is. It clearly delineates job responsibilities, kind of acting like a high-end corporate HR document. It specifies that the engineering manager is responsible for all technical aspects and testing. The accounting manager evaluates the financials of the project. The marketing manager coordinates with the customer base and supervises field trials. And top management is specifically tasked with the final review and approval of design projects. Boom! Everyone knows their role from day one. On top of all that, the manual includes a really robust set of built-in definitions for complex industry terms. It defines failure mode and effects analysis, or FMEA, as a technique for assessing design where failures can occur. It defines fault tree analysis as a deductive, top-down approach to failure mode analysis. It covers COTS, commercial off-the-shelf products, and QFD, quality function deployment, which is a structured approach to capturing the voice of the customer. Having all these definitions pre-written just proves the incredible depth and thoroughness of the toolkit you're receiving, and it ensures everyone in your organization is speaking the exact same technical language.
Which brings us to Section 3, Built to Save Time. Instant access to customizable templates.
Because at the end of the day, you're buying this to accelerate your compliance journey, right? The mechanical benefits here are super clear. This isn't some locked, rigid PDF. It's delivered as an instant download, fully editable Microsoft Word template. You can easily pop in your logo, tweak the language to perfectly match your specific operations, and deploy it immediately. Plus, it's completely risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, let's talk about the return on investment. The cost for this complete, ready-to-use, 20-page AS9100 compliance solution is just $49.99. Seriously, think about that for a second. Think about the hourly rate of your engineering manager or your quality assurance lead. If they spend even 2 hours trying to research and draft a single procedure, you have already spent way more than the cost of this entire manual. For roughly $50, you are buying weeks of saved time and instant peace of mind. Finally, Section 4, Get Your Procedure Today. The bottom line for compliance. And this brilliantly illustrates the true value of the product. As the source material directly states, this template is, quote, an essential tool for any organization that wants to develop high-quality aerospace products and comply with industry standards, end quote. It really is a cost-effective solution that improves your product quality and customer satisfaction, all while making your auditors very, very happy. So the next step is incredibly simple. If you want to instantly solve your compliance documentation needs, head over to Bizmanualz.com and search for the Design Development Procedure AS9100, or just look up product code AQP1100. For just under $50, you can download your editable Word template instantly and get your quality management system on track today. I'm going to leave you with this final thought to consider. How many more hours are you willing to waste staring at a blank document? Are you ready to stop writing procedures from scratch, empower your team with a proven framework, and actually start designing in quality? Grab the template, customize it, and get back to what you do best, building incredible aerospace products. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.